I'm ready, bro.
Take off your headphones. We're not even started yet.
Oh.
Alright guys, welcome back to another Funliner Reacts. You guys have been asking for this. You've been asking us to react to some brass videos again. So we're actually going to react to some of the brass groups from this year. We're kind of at the mid to the second half of the season.
Oh yeah.
So these groups have gotten a lot better, and we're going to just take a look at some of the lots. We can't look at all of them, so we're going to look at like the top 6 or 7-ish. So we're going to just check out some brass lots and see where we're at. Most of these videos were from a week ago in Texas. So just for a frame of reference, pretty much all of them are from around the same like 3 or 4 day stretch.
Yeah.
So we should be getting a good read of these groups. But let's check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be cool.
So first we're gonna start with a group that I actually just personally really like their brass section this year. So we're gonna look at Blue Stars because I heard them live and they were loud. Now I wasn't able to find many videos of them, so we're kind of work with what we got.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at some Blue Stars brass. Little fuzz. Ooh, I love the dynamics. Ooh, that's good writing.
Dang,
Yeah.
they got leads in there.
Yeah. There's gotta be like a couple screamers, or at least one super solid trumpet screamer that just sits right on the top of all these chords.
Seriously.
But I do love the tuning. Like, I think they sound pretty in tune for a lot of this. But yeah, let's check out another clip. Here we go.
Ooh. Great low brass.
Yeah, that's great. Almost there.
That's a big mouthpiece, guys.
A little fuzz at the beginning of the mellotron entrance.
Bro, that is cool writing.
That's really cool writing.
That's also that's a tough tempo. You know, some drum corps get away with really good double tonguing because it's very attainable tempo. That's pushing. That's pretty
quick.
Fast.
Like you can't single tongue that. You can't.
Oh, yeah.
You have to double tongue.
And what I love from the writing too, it's like I feel like a lot of chords are double tonguing material that's just too loud and it sounds just like so. It's just, but this, the dynamic of this is you could like hear the tone and all of the instruments and the low brass especially. They sound super good.
Yeah.
That's really great. Very impressive.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna move on to one more Blue Stars clip, and this is from like a little bit earlier in the season, but it was the only thing I could find. But they do sound good. Here we go. They move together. Bro! Dude,
that was like Crown level.
I was gonna say, that almost sounded like Crown. Like, literally, that almost sounded like Crown.
If I was walking by the lot, I'd be like, oh, wow, Crown's here. Wait, is that Crown's book? I don't recognize that book.
That was actually like, I don't know what they're doing over there, the Blue Stars, but the writing is really good, and just the approach, like, it reminds me of Carolina Crown.
It really does. Dang, they sound good this year.
All right, Blue Stars, the next Carolina Crown brass.
Maybe.
I don't know.
How are they placing in brass? Blue Stars.
Let me actually. I have it right up here. They were 8th. So they lost to right next to them was Phantom and Mandarin. But yeah. The brass is just insane. So I wanted to shout out Blue Stars brass and wanted to check out some videos.
Man, they sound sick this year.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna head into like our top 6 brass. Technically Mandarin's is the 6th place brass from the San Antonio Regional, but I couldn't find any videos of their brass. So Mandarin's people, I'm sorry, I do love your brass section, but could not find any videos. So instead, we're gonna watch Phantom, who placed 7th in brass at the San Antonio Regional. So let's check out some Phantom Regiment. They're so zippy.
That's an aggressive sounding horn line.
Yeah, it's very aggressive. It reminds me of like, I feel like maybe like cadets back in the day with like how like forward and like brassy their sound can be.
Honestly, the pre-Babylon SEV horn line too, and even leading up to Babylon, they had just like a razor sharpness to that horn line.
Yes,
so
100%.
Dang.
But I love how in the writing they have the trumpets, and it's just short, and the rest of the horn line carries the chord, and they and it's like that short, kind of like what is it from Cadets, the Rocky Point Holiday.
Oh yeah.
That thing. So interesting writing.
They're ripping for
sure.
They're
ripping for sure. Like they're loud, and when I saw them in person, they were very loud.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the next clip. the lead over the edge is hilarious. Okay, what do you think about this?
Man, so this the double tonguing stuff is hard, especially in that register and at that dynamic.
Yes,
it's so exposing, and it could come across as just sort of unintelligible at moments. Sure, you would argue that it is harder to double tongue at this volume specifically, but it sounds hairy, like you can hear it, and it's hard to get like the right tone when you're at that volume too, because there's so much tongue in the note. Yeah, it sounds like kind of choked off. Yeah, and
that's my main takeaway is that they just, if you compare like a Carolina Crown double tonguing feature to like this, it just sounds choked. It sounds like everything is so like tongue stopped. Yeah, and I think most of that is just due to the volume that they're trying to play this at. If you were to take this whole feature, drop it 2 dynamic levels, and then have them play this and like cut out the pit and just have this be like a really brass moment, I think it'd be so much. I think it'd be more effective. Yeah, but they're really trying to hit it, and so as a result, like you're here, and also they are moving through scales as they double tongue, so it's difficult for sure. So
it's a lot.
I'm excited to see how it's going to be at finals. Let's just say. All right. Let's move on to our last Phantom Regiment clip. Here we go. Woo! Good attack. Good attack.
Horn move.
Mellows.
Great dynamic control.
That's that flat 2 chord, bro. I love the writing. Oh, it's so good.
Control it. Patience. Wow.
The 9. No. Oh, it's so good.
That's a romantic sounding horn
It is
line.
a beautiful.
It's like I could just imagine, like it's like a tear-jerking string section. Oh, that's really great.
Yeah, I love that section. Is great. Like the writing is so good, and it is it really brings me back to like the romantic Phantom writing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that truly is like just so good.
It's like cinema. It's like cinematic almost.
Yes, it is, awesome. And that mellow line is great.
Yeah.
But I do also love that they're doing the Vanguard. Click with the valve. Yeah,
that's why that attack was so good too. That horn move is clean.
Yeah, that was a good attack. Cool. All right, Phantom's pretty good.
Yeah,
Phantom's pretty solid. But let's move on to our next group, which is going to be Carolina Crown.
Wow.
That was great.
Ooh. Immediately coming down in dynamic.
Do you hear these intervals? That wasn't a good run at the end.
That mellow entrance is tough.
Yeah. But I love that. I think it's a small. I don't think it's the whole trumpet section. Maybe it is. Actually, I'm gonna assume it is the whole trumpet section. But that is like nice soft dynamics, and these intervals are so like unpredictable. Like that's hard for you to orally like predict and like set your tone in the right spot. You have to remember all of these weird intervals that are happening.
It's not great ears for that.
Yeah, but just that opening, like they all match. That's what I love about Crown, and they still have it, guys. They still got it.
They do.
Just the approach to the uniformity of how they tongue and how they sound on every single articulation and the length of each note.
The best horn lines start and stop together. It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
They have never failed to show their clarity in interpretation, at least. Like, they interpret the notes, the beginning and the ends of every note, so well as an ensemble. So let's check out some more stuff here.
Oh, watch out, leads. Oh, I love that accent. Oh, great.
Guys, that is so hard. I don't think you understand how hard that is. Especially, like, there's like the inner voices, the mellows that are they're accenting the 16th note in different places.
Yeah.
They're coming in kind of like in a tiered way. You literally have to have a doctor beat like in your ear to do that stuff. Obviously, they are just really locked in with like the tempo, but that is so hard. The inflections on the accents are really difficult to do.
Very syncopated, weird.
It's hard to get it to come across on a field too, but...
And I love just the change of articulation, how uniform it is. Like, the trumpets are like, da-da-da-da-da. Like, they added, like, this big accent in there, and they just I feel it from every single player. I feel it all the same way.
Yeah, but there's a lot of potential potholes, and you even heard it earlier, and a staff member immediately pointed at the guy, like, hey, you came in early. Because it's so, like, when your horn line is this, spends so much time on clarity in this way, it's so easy for someone to poke out of the texture.
Right.
So you have to be perfect to get the credit, you know.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to our last Carolina Crown clip. Almost. Again.
Gotta be patient on that.
I think this horn line is great, but it comes to finishing the phrases. And they have really long, extended passages of just like it's the same momentum the whole way of having to be locked in with the tempo. And they just there's just some individual lapses just at the end of these phrases it only takes one person to pull the entire ensemble apart a little bit.
And
so
in a book that's so like, it's traditional writing. Everyone's very familiar with this sound. It's even easier for anyone to kind of pick up, something didn't sound right, because it's a simple scale, but like, one person comes in early and is flubbing things, it's like your ear picks it up even better. Some chords get away with having dense sounding material and like intricate stuff, but in a moment like that, you have to be perfect.
So man, Carolina Crown is still really great, guys. Like, that double time, like, no one is, like, I would say, like, trying to do, like, brass the way that Carolina Crown still is doing brass. Like, those long extended triple tonguing features or the long extended double tongue feature that we just saw, like, that's still really impressive. Yeah. They got 5th in content and 7th in achievement in San Antonio. Man. And honestly, like, I feel like they could be a little bit higher than that. I think they should be winning brass? No. But I think that they should be a little higher than that.
Yeah,
but,
that's a tough score.
Let's continue to watch these brass sections and make our own judgment at the end. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some Blue Devils brass now. Come on. Okay, like, I actually think the trumpets are playing together pretty well, and the mellophones are playing together pretty well, and the euphoniums are playing together, but each section is just, like, not playing together. Like, they're playing with the person next to them, but not with the person across from the arc. It could be where we're standing in this recording.
And also the arc situation that they're into is totally different than what it's like on the field. Like, the listening environment is, but...
Yeah, like, I actually am hearing the trumpets over here, like... And the mellophone's all the way over there, maybe. So, could be the case, but it doesn't sound the most together. And in live too, you can hear these flaws as well.
But even in the individual, like just the mellophones on their own, there's like chromatic movement that's not like, you're not like getting those valves to move exactly the same like you get in some other drum corps. But
right. All right, let's take a look at another clip. I really like that solo a lot. It's really weird, and I like that, but it's tough. Good dynamic control.
That drone in the mellophones. Great intonation.
Yeah, they're locked in. This is great.
Great musicality too. With a little vibrato there.
Yeah.
That entrance was great.
This ballad is really beautiful. Here we go.
Man, they open up so well.
Yeah, I mean, that's really beautiful. Yeah. I think that's great writing.
Yeah, Blue Devils open up in a way that it's just it's so shiny, and it's so like, I don't know, it's the mellophones this year in particular are just really strong.
The mellophone section is the best part of this horn.
Gosh, it's just, sure. They have such a like meaty core to their sound this year, and that's honestly been pretty different than the Blue Devil horn lines I've marched in.
Yeah. But I will say, one thing I love about the Blue Devils brass in particular over other brasses is that I love what they do with their lower bodies when they play. Yeah. Like, they do more than everyone else, and more like the most unique different shapes that they create. It's really cool, and that certainly adds to the demand. Like, if you were to close your eyes and look at it, that's one thing, but if you were to watch the full package of what the players are asked to do while they're playing, Blue Devils ask of their brass a lot.
They look beautiful when they're the visual component of it is also artistic as well as the playing, which is pretty cool.
All right, let's take a look at one last clip. Here we go.
Octaves.
Just not all there exactly.
Contrast
nice,
on that.
Nice in the contrast.
See what I'm saying about the mellows? They're good.
That's crazy. That's loud. Yeah, that's that.
Bro. That's that sizzle.
Yeah, and I was like, that's like the first time I feel like I feel like Blue Devils has that power that I know them to have.
Yeah.
But that mellophone line.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
They're ripping.
They're ripping hard.
They must have put some lead trumpets in the mellow line or something. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Blue Devils brass. I feel like there's just like this tiny bit of fuzz that once they lock that in, they can just clean that last tiny bit. It's just like just a hair off.
Yeah.
But that affects everything. And I feel like the entire show is plagued by just this tiny, not everyone agreeing.
It's a constant fuzz.
Yeah, constant fuzz. And they're gonna get better.
Yeah.
And hopefully that can be eliminated. And once they clean that up, man, it's gonna be a really special book.
For sure.
Because it is not easy. Like,
the book is
hard.
Cool, yeah. They're playing hard stuff, so it's just a matter of getting it really clear, crystal clear.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Santa Clara Vanguard. Oh, not quite fully in tune there.
Oh,
wow.
Come on, guys. That's so good.
That's so good. That wasn't good. Nasty.
Okay, that was impressive.
That was insane.